Watching headlights pass, city moving fast, but we stayed still. Your hand brushed over mine like it meant to stay. Something in your eyes said don't walk away. We don't need tomorrow, we just need this now. Surround us, let it show us how. Hold on to this light, don't let it fade away. Everything feels right in this fragile space. Hold on to this light, call it what you will. If the world turns dark, still footsteps on the bridge echoing below, wind against your hair moving soft and slow. We were speaking low like the stars could hear every quiet word crystal clear. We don't know the ending, we don't need to try. All we have is breathing under open sky. Hold on to this light, let it shine tonight. Every dream inside, burning warm and bright. Hold on to this light, even if we fall for a moment here. We have it all. Now the years have flown, now the years have flown, different roads and names, but that glowing hour still remains. When the sky turns red at the edge of blue, I can feel that light leading back to you. May we love us brief, like a passing flame, but the warmth it leaves never feels the same. Hold on to this light, I can see it clear through the quiet years. Still it's here. Hold on to this light, let it softly stay somewhere in my heart. You were leaning on the rail, watching headlights pass, city moving fast, but we stayed still. Your hand brushed over our away. You were leaning on the rail, hold on to this light. We still it stays somewhere in my heart. It will never fade. Still it stays. Hold on to this light. It still it stays. Hold on to this light. Still it stays. Still you were leaning, you were leaning. Still you were leaning on.
Stay a little while. Street light over your shoulder, shining soft and low. We were standing closer, then we'll let it show. Windows half open, summer in the air. Nothing really moving but the way you stare. I could feel the moment slipping through our hands, like the evening knew we wouldn't understand. Just a little longer, stay here in the light. Just a little longer, hold me through the night. If we don't say goodbye, maybe it won't end. Just a little longer, let it start again. Somewhere down the block, a radio was playing. You were softly humming, like you weren't afraid. Every quiet second felt too clear to lose. I was counting heartbeats, watching you. I should have been braver, said what I meant, but I let the silence do the talking then. Just a little longer, don't step on that bus. Just a little longer, let it stay with us. If the night keeps turning, maybe we pretend. Just a little longer, before it has to end. Yeah. Now the years are louder, streets have changed their names, but when dust turns amber, it feels the same. There's a space beside me where you used to stand, and I still remember your trembling hand. Maybe love is only moments that we miss, but I still believe in nights like this. Just a little longer, I can see it now. Just a little longer, somewhere in the crowd. Though the road kept moving, though we couldn't bend. Just a little longer. We were more than friends. Just a little longer.
Street getting quiet. We waited near the corner sign, under that fading light. You said the bus would come in just a little while. The air was warm and thin, carrying distant sound. A radio somewhere playing soft and round. You brushed your hair away, looked across the road. I memorized your face without letting it show. The last bus home was always late, like it wanted us to stay. Every minute felt so wide in that silver gray. We didn't speak about goodbye, we just stood there slow, holding on to something we were scared to know. Headlights bending down the street, shadows at our feet. You laughed and said my name like it was easy. A breeze moved through the trees, touched your summer dress. I remember thinking then I should say it now, but the doors opened wide with a quiet sigh, and the moment slipped right between our eyes. The last bus home is always late, but not that night. It carried you away under yellow light. I watched your window fade past the narrow lane, and the city felt different after that. Now when evenings turn that shade between gold and blue, I find myself back there standing next to you. Though the street has changed its name and the signs are new, there's a part of me still waiting to. Maybe love is just a pause before the engine starts. Maybe some goodbyes live inside our hearts. The last bus home still comes and goes like it always did, but I am not the same as that younger kid. Every light along the road feels softer somehow, like the night remembers us standing there back then. I can see it now.
Still remember the color of the sky, fading into evening light. You were standing close to me, like we had all the time. Every word was trembling. I could feel my heartbeat calling out to you. We were young and fearless, with nothing left to hide, holding on to promises we never questioned why. Right here in this moment, we believed in forever. Right here in this moment, we were stronger together. Even if the years go by, even if we fall apart, right here in this moment, you are in my heart. The radio was playing softly in the dark, driving past the old park. You were laughing at a line that I can't forget. Streetlights rushing by like stars we couldn't catch. Every mile between us felt like no regret. We were chasing daylight, running toward a dream. Everything around us shining in between. Right here in this moment, we were fearless and bright. Right here in this moment, under city lights. Even when the nights grow cold, even when we're far, right here in this moment, that's who we are. Now the roads are longer and the years move fast, but when the sun is sinking, I go back. There's a quiet memory burning soft and slow, like a distant echo from long ago. Maybe love is fragile, maybe it won't stay, but the fire that we carry never fades away. Right here in this moment, I can feel it now. Right here in this moment, standing in the crowd. Even if the world keeps turning, even if we part, right here in this moment, you live inside my heart. Right here in this moment. Trembling on the ground, silver rivers without a sound. Your shadow walking next to mine, breathing in the quiet night.
Windows glowing far away, cars like waves that slowly sway. We were standing close enough to feel the air between our hands.
Every shining surface
held another sky.
Every passing moment felt too warm to hide. We were glowing in the dark.
Every heartbeat clear and bright, calling softly through the spark of electric light.
We believed the world would bend if we held on tight. We were golden in that hour under endless night. Music drifting from a bar carried echoes from afar. You were laughing in the breeze, turning seconds into years.
Raindrops caught in your hair, tiny diamonds everywhere. I can still recall the way you said my name so slow.
All the glass and water
made the city shine
like the earth was opening just for you and I. We were brighter than the signs, burning red and blue. Every promise in your eyes felt completely true. We believed the night would stay wrapped in neon hue. We were more than who we are in that glowing view.
Now the pavement's dry and plain,
different voices call my name,
but sometimes when the lights appear,
I still feel you near.
in reflections I can see
Who we used to be,
two silhouettes in silver air,
standing endlessly. Maybe nothing lasts the same,
maybe that's the art,
but the shine we left behind
still lives inside my heart.
We were shining without fear,
Hearts completely wide,
every color felt so clear. Nothing left to hide. Though the years have moved along and the streets have changed, there's a glow that still remains, soft and uncontained. There was a porch light on the hill, flickering against the blue. A small radio by the window, playing something we both knew.
I was standing by the gate, summer air around my hair. You were saying nothing much, but I felt it there.
Every quiet harmony falling through the trees,
Every simple melody
carried by the breeze. Between the radio waves,
we were closer than the night,
calling out each other's names under fading light.
we believed the world would wait.
Just beyond that door, between the radio waves, we were something more.
Footsteps on the gravel road, echoing so slow. You said time was on our side, like we'd always known.
Street signs leaning in the dark, watching as we stayed. We were building quiet dreams, we were unafraid.
Windows glowing
the songs we heard made our hearts repeat. Between the radio waves,
We were fearless and young.
every promise that we made softly on our tongues.
We believe forever
Was a simple phrase. Between the radio waves, we would always stay. Now the house is painted new,
different voices passing through.
but when evening turns to gold,
I feel the same.
there's a sound inside my chest that never changed.
Maybe love is only moment,
Caught in passing light,
but the song we share together
still burns tonight. Between the radio waves,
I can hear it clear.
every laugh and every tear, still right here.
Even if the years have moved,
Even if we part, between the radio waves, you are in my heart. Between the radio
you standing by the station, wind across your hair, talking like forever was already there. Every light was glowing, gold against the blue. Every step beside you felt completely new. We were racing heartbeats, running toward the sky. Nothing felt impossible when you caught my eye. We are shining through the years, brighter than before. Every laugh, every tear, echoing once more. Even if the world moves on, even if we fall, we are shining through the years, standing tall. Driving past the old road, windows open wide. Radio was playing with the volume high. You were singing louder, off key but free. Every single moment belonged to you and me. We were young and fearless, burning like a flame, calling out each other's unashamed. We are shining through the years like a summer sky. Every dream we held so near, still alive. Even when the lights grow cold, even when we change, we are shining through the years, through the rain. Now the signs are different, different streets and names. But when twilight settles, I feel the same. There's a spark inside me, refusing to fade, like a distant echo that we made. Maybe time keeps moving, maybe we let go, but the fire
takes me back again. There was a small cafe on Maple Street, neon letters flickering in the heat. We would sit where the window leaned, watching traffic turn to gold. Your hand was warm around your cup. You said we didn't need that much, just a song and a little luck drifting from the radio. Time was slow. We didn't know how fast the years could run when the radio played us. Every word felt close, like the world was waiting just outside that door. Oh, we were young enough to believe in forever. When the radio played us, we were better than we knew. Summer rain on a quiet road, dashboard lights in a silver glow. You were singing soft and low, missing half the note. Streetlights passing one by one like a film that never cuts. All the dreams we spoke of hanging in the dark. We held on to simple songs like they would never fade. When the radio played us, every line was true, like the night was endless, wrapped around me and you. Oh, we were brave enough to call it forever. When the radio played us, we were brighter than the moon. Now the cafe's been replaced, different names and different faces, but sometimes in crowded places I still hear that sound. It's not the same old melody, but it carries you to me in a quiet harmony that never lets me down. Maybe love was never meant to stay the way it started. Maybe songs are just reminders of who we used to be. When the radio played us, I can feel it still, like a door half open on a distant hill. Oh, we were close enough to almost forever. When the radio played us, that was all we needed. Somewhere it's playing again.
The sky was turning lavender above the narrow lane. You were walking slowly, calling out my name. A small radio was playing from an open door. Something about forever, like we'd heard before. The evening felt wider, and it really was. Every word between us soft, because on Willow Street at dusk we were almost brave, holding quiet promises we were scared to say. Nothing felt impossible, nothing felt too far. On Willow Street at dusk, that's who we are. Leaves were moving gently across the pavement line. You said we had time, like it would be kind. I remember how you laughed low and unafraid. change, shadows growing longer across your face. I didn't know then what we couldn't keep. On Willow Street at dusk, we were standing still, listening to a melody from the windowsill. Every simple harmony fell into the dark. On Willow Street at dusk, you left your mark. Now the houses look the same, but the names have changed. Sometimes when the air turns warm, I feel that lane. There's a softness in the light right before it fades, like the night remembers the sound we made. Maybe love is only the season in the air, but the glow it leaves behind is always there. On Willow Street at dusk, I can see it clear, every quiet heartbeat still right here. Though the years keep moving, though we drift apart, on Willow Street at dusk, you stay in my heart, soft as evening air. The sky was turning lavender, the sky was turning lavender, the sky was turning lavender. The sky was turning The sky was turning lavender on you. The sky was turning lavender. 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 The sky was turning. The sky was turning lavender. The sky was turning lavender. The sky was turning lavender above the narrow lane. Yon willows turning lavender. Oh, sky was turning lavender. The sky was turning
through the leaves. We were walking home past the corner store, talking about nothing, wanting something more. The air was warm and wide, soft against the skin. Every little second felt like settling in. Paper lantern evenings floating in the dark. Every word you whispered left a quiet spark. We were almost fearless under painted skies. Paper lantern evening still before my eyes. Music from the window drifting down the street, your shadow close to mine, moving with my feet. We didn't check the time, didn't count the days, just believed the night would always stay. Lights above the road, blurred in general lines. I remember thinking, this is yours and mine. Paper lantern evening, soft against the blue. Every breath between us felt so true. We were young and steady, certain we would be. Paper lantern evenings, holding you and me. Trees are taller and the lights are new, but when the dust turns gold, I go back to you. There's a quiet glow somewhere in my chest, like a summer promise that refuses rest. Maybe nights don't last like we thought they would, but they leave a warmth where inside my mind. Every fading color, soft and kind. Though the years have wandered farther than we knew, paper lantern evenings lead me back to you. Every quiet heartbeat felt so loud and clear, like the world was holding just us here. We didn't need a reason, didn't need a sign. All we had was breathing in the fading shine. Call my name tonight, let it echo through the air. Call my name tonight like you're still right there. Even if the years go by, even if we change, call my name tonight. It won't fade away. Radio from somewhere, playing soft and slow. You were humming with it like you didn't know. Every little second felt too bright to lose. I was standing closer, watching you. Streetlights drawing circles on the narrow lane. I was almost ready to say your name. Call my name tonight under city skies. Call my name tonight with those fearless eyes. Even if the night moves on, even if we part, call my name tonight. Back into my heart. Now the roads are longer and the signs are new, but when dust turns golden, I go back to you. There's a quiet memory, soft and shining through, like a distant melody, still true. Maybe love is fleeting, maybe it won't stay, but the sound of you and me still finds its way. Call my name tonight, I can hear it still. Call my name tonight over every hill. Even if the world turns fast, even if we stray, call my name tonight. It will always stay. Call my name tonight. Call my name tonight. Still tonight.
Under the wooden eaves, a small radio would play, voices drifting down at the end of day. You were standing near with your school bag strapped, sunlight on your hair, fading into amber. We didn't know the world beyond that narrow street. Every passing breeze moved around our feet. There was a radio under the eaves, playing something slow. We were closer than we knew in that golden glow. Every quiet harmony fell into our hands. We were building forever without any plans. Porch light flickered on, shadows long and thin. You said you should go, but you didn't yet. Somewhere down the lane, footsteps echoed twice. I remember how you looked back once, summer in your eyes, soft and unafraid. All the words we kept never really fade. There was a radio under house is quiet, different paint and door. But when the dusk turns gold, I hear it once more. A distant gentle tune floating through the air, carrying that night back to where we were. Maybe time is just a slow turning page, but some small refrains refuse to age. There was a radio under these, I can feel it still. Every fading note climbs a silent hill. Though the years have passed and the road is long, there's a warmth that stays inside that song.
Against the sky, every mile felt like we could fly. We didn't count the minutes, didn't check the clock. We were holding on to something we had caught. It's always in the air, the way we felt that night. Always in the air, under city go by, even when we're far. There's something in that memory, brighter than we are. Now the streets are different, different names and signs, but sometimes in the twilight I go back in time. There's a trace of laughter somewhere soft and rare, like a quiet echo floating through the air. Maybe love is fragile, maybe it moves on, but the glow we left behind is never really gone. It's always in the air, I can feel it still. Always in the air, on that silent hill. Even if the world moves fast, even if we stray, there's something in that heartbeat that will never fade. Always in the air, always in the air, still there. walking slow, letting all the traffic go. Your coat brushed against my hand, you laughed and nothing much. The city felt so small when we were close enough. Water on the ground, mirrors in the night. Every little sound felt like it was ours. On the sidewalks after rain, we were brighter than the lights, calling out each other's names into the silver sky. Oh, we thought that love would stay, like reflections never fade. On the sidewalks after rain, we believed in always. Radio from passing cars playing something soft and low. You were singing wrong, but I loved it so. Every step a quiet spark, every breath a flame. Nothing felt too far, nothing felt afraid. Shadows stretching long across the avenue. Somewhere in that song, I was holding you. On the sidewalks after rain, we were louder than the night. Every promise that we made felt so clear and bright. Oh, we thought that time would wait, like the moon above the train. On the sidewalks after rain, we were not afraid. Now the streets are dry, different faces passing by. But sometimes I still find your echo in my mind. When the evening starts to fall and the lights begin to glow, I can hear you call from so long ago. Maybe the love was just a spark caught inside that weather. Maybe we were just two hearts shining there together. On the sidewalks after rain, I can see it in my eyes. Every drop still says your name under city skies. Oh, we didn't know the end was already on its way. On the sidewalks after rain, that was our forever day. Sidewalks after rain, still shining the same.
I took the road beyond the station, where the shop lights softly shone. Every window held a silence that felt familiar as my own. From a radio in the distance came a song I used to know. Not too loud, not asking for me, still enough to make me slow. Some things return without a sound and settle deep before you know. Street remembers light, even after dark. Every step I take tonight finds an older spark. What was small and passing now feels deep and wide. The street remembers light, and I walk inside. Past the market, past the crossing, past the bench beneath the tree. I could feel the younger seasons walking side by side with me. I was always chasing forward like the future held the key. Now I hear it in the small things, in the air, in memory. A warmer wind, a slower song can open rooms I thought were gone. The street remembers light, even after dark. Every step I take tonight finds an older spark. What was small and passing now feels deep and wide. The street remembers light, and I walk inside. I don't need the past return exactly as it used to be. I just need this evening glow and what it says so quietly. How the heart grows less afraid when it lets the moment stay. How a quiet road at sunset can still show a living way. Now the windows bloom with amber and the sky turns soft and low. I can feel the weight of years, but not the fear I used to know. There are names that still feel golden, there are dreams that still survive, and the road I thought was fading looks like home beneath the lights. The street remembers light, even after dark. Every step I take tonight finds an older spark. What was small and passing now feels deep and wide. The street remembers light, and I walk inside. The street remembers light, like a song that stayed. All the years are softly shining in the path I made. In the path I made.
Neon fades into the morning, softly on the avenue. Cherry shadows on the windows paint the world in silver blue. From a little kitchen radio comes a song from long ago, and my quiet heart starts turning with the warmth I used to know. I only meant to pass the time and let the spring air move through me, but every light and every sound unlocks another memory. Spring radio corner near the cafe. Golden laughter fills the street. Bicycles and passing sunlight, moving rhythm with my feet. In the glass I catch a picture of a girl I used to be, smiling like the whole tomorrow was as near as we could reach. Now I know the truest things never ask to be explained. They return in songs and weather, in the shine after the rain. Spring radio in my heart, playing soft and bright. Every little light of music turns the dark to light. All the days I thought were gifted, ooh, the melody. Spring radio in my heart sends you back to me. Maybe love becomes a color, maybe time becomes a tune, maybe every quiet promise still is breathing in this room. In the glow of passing traffic, in the sky above the trees, I can feel the old days rising like a warm electric breeze. So I walk beneath the sign lights with a calm and shining grace, and the road we knew in younger years still can find my heart a place. I am older, I am gentler, but the wonder still is true. When the city hums in springtime, every song comes home to you. Spring radio in my heart, rising warm and bright. Every shining wave of music lifts my soul in flight. All the days I thought were drifting open into bloom. Spring radio in my heart brings me back to you. Spring radio in my heart, soft and strong and true. Spring radio in my heart keeps the season new. Keeps the season new. Keeps the season new. Cherry light falls on the hallway, soft as something from a dream. Morning opens like a letter, written in a golden beam. From a radio beyond the window, oh, comes a tune I almost know. And the air begins to shimmer with the warmth of long ago. I only came to greet me by. But every little sound and color turns a corner in my mind. Cherry light on the melody, falling soft and bright. Every little note it carries wraps my heart in light. All the days I thought were fate and bloom again so free. Cherry light on the melody sings its way through me. At the corner by the small cafe, petals move across the ground. Children race the waking sunlight, laughing through the open town. I can see us in the glass reflection, young enough to call it ours, never knowing how the smallest moments would outlast the passing hours. Now I know the truest love lives inside the quiet things, in a road, a breeze, a morning song, and the grace that springtime brings. Cherry light on the melody, falling soft and bright. Every little note it carries wraps my heart in light. All the days I thought were fate and bloom again so free. Cherry light on the melody sings its way through me. Maybe time was never taken, maybe it was keeping still. Every tender shade of feeling, every promise, every thrill. In a window glow, a drifting chorus in a sky of silver blue. I can feel the old world opening with a softer kind of truth. So I walk beneath the blooming branches with a calm I didn't know, and the street we thought was ordinary turns to gold beneath the glow. I am older, I am gentler, but the wonder still remains when the afternoon turns full of music. Spring comes singing through my veins. Cherry light on the melody, rising warm and bright. Every shining wave of music lifts my soul in flight. All the days I thought were fading open into blue. Cherry light on the melody brings me back to you. Cherry light on the melody, soft and deep and true. Cherry light on the melody, keep spring shining through. Keep spring shining through.
I was walking past the station when the evening turned to gold. Every window caught a story, every face looked soft and old. There was music from a doorway, not too loud but clear enough, and it found me like a promise I had almost given up. Somewhere between the noise and rush, a quiet truth was waiting there. When the sidewalk sings, I can hear the year. Not as lost, not as sorrow, but the sound of all I keep near. When the sidewalk sings, every step belongs to the man I was becoming, to the life inside these songs. Past the bakery and traffic, past the corner newsstand light, I could feel the city breathing, slow and warm into the night. Once I ran through days like thunder, always reaching for the next. Now I know the smallest moments leave the deepest kind of text. A passing tune, a turning leaf can open doors I thought were sealed. When the sidewalk sings, I can hear the years. Not as lost, not as sorrow, but the sound of all I keep near. When the sidewalk sings, every step belongs to the man I was becoming, to the life inside these songs. I don't need the world to stop or yesterday return. I just need this honest light and what the long road learned. How the heart can carry joy even after all it knows. How a faded afternoon can bloom again and glow. Now the night comes down more slowly and the signs begin to shine. I walk on with steady breathing, letting memory fall in line. There are names I still remember, there are dreams that still ring true, and the road that lies before me feels less lonely walking through. When the sidewalk sings, I can hear the years. Not as lost, not as sorrow, but the sound of all I keep near. When the sidewalk sings, every step belongs to the man I was becoming, to the life inside these songs. To the life inside these songs.
Morning paints the curtains softly in a shade of honey gold. Down the lane the air is turning like a story half retold. From a window comes a melody, floating light and pale and true. And the day begins to open like it still remembers you. I only needed wind and light, a little song, a quiet sign. But every simple thing today feels like it leads me back in time. Petals on the airwave, dancing through the blue. Heavy little note it carries, brings me close to you. All the tender hours bloom again so bright. Petals on the airwave, filling me with light. At the corner by the flower stand, April leans into the street. Children chase the sun on bicycles, clouds drift slow above their feet. I can see us in the glass reflection, smiling like the day was ours, never knowing how the smallest moments would outlive the passing hours. Now I know what lingers most is not the noise, but what was true. A road, a breeze, a turning song, and all at once the heart breaks through. Petals on the airwave, dancing through the blue. Every little note it carries brings me close to you. All the tender hours through my candle so bright. Petals on the airwave, filling me with light. Maybe love becomes a color, maybe time becomes a tune. Maybe all the quiet promises still are breathing in this room. In a window glow, a distant choir in a sky of silver lace. I can feel the old days rising with a kinder, warmer face. So I walk beneath the blooming branches, slower now but deep in grace. And the road we knew in younger seasons still can find my heart a place. I am older, I am steadier, but the wonder has not gone. When the afternoon turns full of music, every shadow turns to sun. Spring alive in you. Keep spring alive in you. Keep spring alive in you. Moonlight leans across the curtains like a letter left unread, and the room begins to shimmer with the things we never said. From the radio, a soft old chorus floats into the silver air like a road we used to follow, still remembering we were there. I only meant to hear a song and let the quiet evening pass, but every note became a window opening somewhere in the past. Moonlit, petals on the radio, falling through the blue. Every little line of melody brings my heart to you. All the faded hours bloom in borrowed light. Moonlit, petals on the radio, make the night feel bright. Down the lane the trees are swaying in a calm and tender breeze. Street lamps paint the empty sidewalks with a glow through budding leaves. I can see us in the storefront glass, young enough to trust the dawn, never knowing small and shining moments would be where our love lives on. Now I know the truest things do not ask to be explained. They return in songs and weather soft enough to heal the days. Moonlit, petals on the radio, falling through the blue. Every little line of melody brings my heart to you. All the faded hours bloom in borrowed light. Moonlit, petals on the radio make the night feel bright. Maybe love becomes an echo, only sweeter as it stays. Maybe time turns all our sorrow into softer shades of grace. In the hush between the verses, in the warmth beneath the sky, I can feel the old world turning like a tear that learns to shine. So I walk beneath the blossoms with a slower, steadier flame, and the road that once felt ordinary seems to whisper out your name. I am older, I am gentler, but the wonder still is true. When the evening fills with music, all the spring returns with you. Moonlit, petals on the radio, rising through the blue. Every shining wave of melody lifts my soul to you. All the faded hours open into light. Moonlit, petals on the radio turn my dark to bright. Moonlit, petals on the radio, soft and deep and true. Moonlit, petals on the radio keep spring close to you.
I took the long way by the market just to hear the city breathe. Spring was hanging from the storefronts in a shade of tender green. From a doorway came a slow tune like an old familiar friend, and I felt the years beside me, not behind me, just around. Some memories don't fade away, they learn a softer way to stay. The radio walks with me down every little street, carrying voices, carrying dreams from who I was to who I'll be. The radio walks with me through sunlight and the trees, turning an ordinary day into a place I wanna keep. There's a bakery near the crossing, still alive with evening light. Couples talking by the window, kids on bikes and laughing skies. I remember chasing futures like they waited just ahead. Now I know the smallest moments are the ones that never left. A passing tune, a warmer wind can open locked up rooms within. The radio walks with me down every little street, carrying voices, carrying dreams from who I was to who I'll be. The radio walks with me through sunlight and the trees, turning an ordinary day into a place I wanna keep. All the roads I thought were over find their colors in the spring. Not a sorrow, not a burden, just the weight of precious things. I don't need to clock back. I just need this gentle sound, something steady, something golden, something true that stays around. So I walk on past the station, past the walls of ivy leaves, past the little lane that taught me life is more than what we see. There is comfort in the distance, there is hope in growing slow, and the song I hear this morning feels like home I've always known. The radio walks with me down every little street, carrying voices, carrying dreams from who I was to who I'll be. The radio walks with me through sunlight and the trees, turning an ordinary day into a place I wanna keep me humming. The radio walks with me into the light so easily.
April leaves a ribbon on the window, golden on the quiet room, like a little note the morning folded just to chase away the blue. On the shelf an old cassette is waiting, like it knows what I might need, and the air outside is full of footsteps, soft as half-remembered dreams. I don't ask the day for much, a song, a light, a little wind, but somehow every gentle thing can open where I've been. A ribbon of April running through my heart, tying all the little years back to where they start. Every faded feeling shines again so true. A ribbon of April leads me back to you. At the corner where the flowers gather, children laugh and bicycles pass. I can see us in the store, reflections like a picture made of glass. We were certain life would keep unfolding, like the sky at half past two, never knowing how the smallest moments would become the deepest truth. Now I know what lingers most is never what the world can name. It's the warmth inside an ordinary hour, still calling me the same. A ribbon of April running through my heart, tying all the little years back to where they start. Every faded feeling shines again so true. A ribbon of April leads me back to you. Maybe time was never cruel, maybe time was only white, keeping every tender scene somewhere safe inside. A doorway light, a passing tune, a breeze across the hill, and all at once the distant days are close enough to feel. So I walk beneath the blooming branches, slow enough to hear them sway, and the road we thought was small and simple glows a little more today. I am not the girl I was back then, but her hope still lives in me, and the sky above this ordinary city feels as bright as memory. A ribbon of April flying through my heart, lifting all the little years into a brighter start. Every faded feeling rises like the blue. A ribbon of April still leads me back to you. A ribbon of April, soft and strong and true. A ribbon of April.
took the road beside the station where the signs were turning gold. Every window kept a silence, like a story half retold. From a room above the corner came a song I used to know. Not too loud, just strong enough to make my tired footsteps slow. Some memories return as pain, but some come back as light. A quiet glow along the way stays with me tonight. Every step becomes a line drawn in amber light. What I lost, what still remains, meet beneath the sky. A quiet glow along the way, and I walk inside. Past the market, past the crossing, past the bench beside the tree, I could feel the younger seasons walking side by side with me. I was always chasing futures like they waited just ahead. Now I hear the truth more clearly in the songs the small streets kept. A slower wind, a softer tune can wake the heart again. A quiet glow along the way stays with me tonight. Every step becomes a line drawn in amber light. What I lost, what still remains, meet beneath the sky. A quiet glow along the way, and I walk inside. I don't need to hold tomorrow like a promise I must prove. I just need this patient evening and the grace in how it moves. How the heart survives by listening, how it heals by moving slow. How a road I thought had faded still can lead me gently home. Now the lamps are blooming softly and the sky turns deep and wide. I can feel the years behind me, but they no longer divide. There are names that still feel golden, there are dreams that still remain, and the road I feared was ending feels alive with warmth again. A quiet glow along the way stays with me tonight. Every step becomes a line drawn in amber light. What I lost, what still remains, meet beneath the sky. A quiet glow along the way, and I walk inside. A quiet glow along the way, like a song that stayed. All the years are softly shining in the path I made. In the path I made.
Yeah. It's pretty quiet in here. Street lights slipping through the blinds. I stop watching the time. We don't really have to talk. I know you're here, that's fine. Tonight doesn't feel that heavy. Guess it's 'cause you stayed. Nothing special's happening, but I don't wanna move between the static. I hear you. Cold coffee in the sink. I'm staring at the wall. The things I never said don't scare me much at all. I've been stuck inside my head longer than I should. I don't know where this is going, but I slow down next to you. Between the static, I feel you. If this moment keeps looping, I think I'm okay with that. Between the static, this feels right. Between the static, this feels right. Yeah.
Golden light on your skin. Even the silence feels like home.
We were shadows in a quiet town, two hearts beating, no one around us. On the road, bare feet on stone, but somehow I never felt alone.
Your laugh cut through the evening sky like fireflies learning how to fly. And every small and simple thing turned to something shimmering. When the night tried to pull us apart, you held my shaking heart and whispered low, stay with me in the golden light. Hold me close, don't say goodbye. Even if the stars fall down, we'll be safe here on this ground. Oh, we're glowing, oh, keep holding in this gold in between us. Love is enough, love is enough.
Morning coffee, tangled sheets, your sleepy smile next to me. Rain on a window, Sunday slow, no place else I wanna go.
Every scar, every fear fades away when you're near. You turn my ordinary days into poetry in quiet ways. When the doubts start getting loud, you pull me from the crowd and say my name. Stay with me in the golden light. Hold me close, don't say goodbye. Even if the stars fall down, we'll be safe here on this ground. Oh, we're glowing, oh, keep holding in this gold in between us. Love is enough, love is enough. if the years
move fast, promise when we're older
we'll still look back and laugh
through every storm we wander, through every restless night. I'll be your constant harbor, you'll be my northern light.
Golden light, just you and I.
To the road beside the station, where the shadows used to lean. Even now the signs are softly glowing, like they know what they have seen. From a second floor apartment window came a song I almost knew, and it moved across the cooling air like an old friend passing through. Some things don't return as pain, they return as light instead. Where the evening stayed, I can hear it now. All the days I thought were gone, still alive somehow. In the sound of footsteps, in the turning sky, where the evening stayed, part of me survived. Past the market, past the little crossing, past the paper stand in the rain. Every corner held a quiet answer to the years I could not name. I was always reaching past the moment, toward a future just ahead. Now I see the life that truly matters. In the past my old heart kept a single tune, a warmer breeze can wake the world beneath the dust. Where the evening stayed, I can hear it now. All the days I thought were gone, still alive somehow. In the sound of footsteps, in the turning sky, where the evening stayed, part of me survived. I don't need the past to hold me, I don't need to start again. I just need one honest minute, one soft light on familiar lanes. How the heart keeps learning music, even after joy and loss. How a quiet street at sunset can remind me who I was. Now the lamps are coming on in silence, and the windows bloom with gold. I keep walking with a calmer rhythm, not too late and not too old. There are names that still feel like a shelter, there are dreams that still remain, and the road I feared had grown too empty feels like home tonight again. Where the evening stayed, in the turning sky, where the evening stayed. Part of me survived where the evening stayed, warm within the night. All the years are softly singing in the fading light. In the fading light.
A quiet window, painting gold across the floor. Down the lane, a radio echoes songs I might have heard before. Petals drift along the pavement, turning slowly in the breeze, and the day begins to open like a gentle melody. I didn't plan to wander far, just follow where the sunlight goes. But every note that fills the air feels like a path my memory knows. Blossoms through the melody, floating soft and free. Every shining line of music brings the spring to me. All the days I thought were fading bloom in harmony. Blossoms through the melody, sing inside of me. At the corner by the cafe, golden laughter fills the street. Children race the April shadows, running light on dancing feet. In the glass of old shop windows, I can see what it used to be. Two young hearts beneath the sunshine, believing love was destiny. Now I know the truest things live inside the quiet air. A passing song, a simple breeze reminds me how we once were there. Blossoms through the melody, floating soft and free. Every shining line of music brings the spring to me. All the days I thought were fading bloom in harmony. Blossoms through the melody, sing inside of me. Maybe time was never leaving, maybe it was standing still, keeping every tender moment hidden in the hills. In a distant choir of voices, in a sky of gentle blue, every echo of the old days finds its way again to you. So I walk beneath the blossoms with a calm I never knew. And the road that once felt simple shines with colors fresh and new. I am older, I am stronger, but the wonder still remains. When the afternoon grows musical, spring is running through my veins. Blossoms through the melody, rising warm and free. Every glowing wave of music lifts the sky in me. All the days I thought were fading, open, bright and new. Blossoms through the melody, bring me back to you. Blossoms through the melody, soft and shining true. Blossoms through the melody, paint the world anew.
Old cafe on the corner, same worn wooden floor. Every song still playing like it did before. Where the music stays, we are younger. Every promise that we made grows stronger. Time moved on around us, but the melody remained. Every quiet harmony still calls my name. Where the music stays, love remains. Love remains. Old cafe on the corner. Old cafe on the corner. Old cafe on the corner. Old cafe, oh. Cafe, old cafe, oh. Old cafe on the corner.
Remember when we sat there on the floor with colorful sheets and so much more, carefully folding edges and neat and true. A tiny paper heart, just me and you. We traced our names with a hopeful, gentle hand. Believe forever in this whispered land. It felt so light, a dream you could hold tight, reflecting every spark, every golden light. But even then, a quiet fear took root, knowing fragile things might bear no fruit. Oh, my paper heart, so delicately spun, easy to tear before the day was done. A fragile promise whispered in the breeze, now scattered pieces falling through the trees. My paper heart, I gave it all to you, never knowing it will break in two. The days grew longer, colors started to fade, little creases appeared, tiny lines we made. We tried to smooth them out, pretend they weren't there, but the edges softened, worn by silent wear. That steady rhythm once so clear and strong began to falter. Where did we go wrong? It felt so heavy, way down by the truth, lost in the silent echoes of our youth. And every touch, a gentle warning sign that this delicate love was no longer mine. So delicately spun, easy to tear before the day was done. A fragile promise whispered in the breeze, now scattered pieces falling through the trees. My paper heart, I gave it all to you, never knowing it would break in two. beauty of it in your gentle hand. Oh, my paper heart, so delicately spun, easy to tear before the day was done. A fragile promise whispered in the breeze now, scattered pieces falling through the trees. My paper heart, I gave it all to you, never knowing it would break in two. Just a paper heart now torn and frayed, a simple memory quietly laid, left with the echoes that whispered goodbye beneath an empty, endless sky. My paper heart.
Faded colors in the street, midnight moving at our feet, neon trembling in your eyes, like a quiet compromise, breathing in the electric air, something shifting everywhere, every second stretching wide, like the tide we cannot hide. Hold it closer, don't let go. The pressure start to grow. We're standing on the edge of the afterglow, where the dark turns gold and the silence overflows. Right here on the edge of the afterglow, hearts about to show everything we did. When the skyline starts to blur, it's only us for sure. Edge of the afterglow. Shadows leaning into light, silver sparks across the night. Every word is amplified in the space we left behind. Pulses racing through the sound, like the floor is shaking now. Every doubt begins to break with every breath we take. Higher, higher we ascend. This is where the walls all bend. We're standing let it burn beneath the cold. Right here on the edge of the afterglow, nothing left to hold. We are brighter than before. When the skyline starts to shake, feel the earth away. Edge of the afterglow. If the night falls down, we'll be the sound. If the stars burn out, we'll still be loud. No more holding back, no more turning back. Open wide. saw the afterglow.